Good morning, Gabe. As promised, my word. I'm having to do your response to your video about a load of random crack, actually. So obviously I had to sit and watch you walk around for 10 minutes. I don't know what was worse, having to look at your face for 10 minutes or have to take in all the waffle you were spouting. So just to get you back, I'm just deciding to have gone for a 10-minute walk. So you've got to do exactly the same. So have some of that. So I am kind of rough after 2 days of just bombarding tequila. So you're just going to have to bear with us, Gabe. So getting to your point, right, just for clarity, I am not saying that you are deflecting any blame. Categorically saying I am not accusing you like you did last season when you started doing a bit crap and you started saying that the fixtures weren't going your way or you're being unfortunate. And this season, just when you've started doing shit again, I'm not saying that you're saying that my opponents are not trying hard enough and deflecting the way away from your shit team's performance. So let me just categorically say that I am not saying that. So I was watching all the videos, and then when I was looking at between minutes 2 and 3 minutes 39, I realised you didn't actually make any points. You just waffled on for 2 minutes. And I had to come back and think, what was he actually all of you talking about? Nothing actually was said in those minutes. So I had to then go on and realised what your issue was basically you're saying that the points against the Bukkake Jackies is lower than others. So that's why I'm luckily top of the league. That's what I gathered from what you were saying. So I delved into some information like you did. So I just took the last whole round of fixtures, so the last 7 games, 8 of us in the league, everyone who had played. And in those 7 games, I had actually, I'll run through them. So week 1, Plops, I scored 130 to his 95. So your golden number of 102, I scored over the odds. Second week I actually lost because I scored under your magic number of 102. I scored 96, 2-pack got 105. So again, that would fit into your theory of being below 102, so you deserve to lose. Week 3 I played 10, I scored 113, beaten by to his 89. So again, over your magic number, no luck there. The one lucky fixture, judging by your formula, was against Durex when I only scored 82 and he scored 65. So 1 in 7, I don't think that's unlucky. Because then the next fixture was STP. I scored 118 to his 85. Again, over your magic number. Next week was ye, Gabe, just because ye done dog shit and scored. Oh, the dogs are actually doing the dog shit. This is perfect for dog shit fingers. So your next week was Gabe, 119 to 55. You were dog shit. I still scored well over the scores. And then finally it was Colo last week and I scored 135 to his 56. So what you're saying is my opponents are scoring shit like Gabe with 55, Colo with 56. But it's irrelevant because I'm scoring loads more anyway. So even if you had turned up, I would have still fucking hammered you. So you're not actually painting the full picture. 2 seconds while I just pick up this dog shit. I'm drinking my coffee first because I hate carrying dog shit and drinking coffee at the same time. It's disgusting. But while I'm here, what I'm going to do is show you the graph, because Gabe likes to do graphs and kind of puts things into a bit of easy perspective. So I've done a graph here, I've outlined it. I don't know if you can see it. So basically what it outlines is Gabe's performance versus Gabe's tears. So when Gabe starts doing really shit, he starts to cry more. And as you can see, the curvature in the chart, that kind of sums up response to Gabe's chart. Sorry, I just need to pick up this dog shit. So, all Gabe's stats were kind of irrelevant, as just proven, because it would only make sense if you were basing it on what my scores were against. So, fair enough, it would be relevant if I was scoring 65 and I was playing 10 and he scored 63. Fair enough, that's kind of lucky because I'm scoring shit, but the person I'm playing has just done shitter. That hasn't been the case. So Gabe's points are a bit of irrelevant. And the one thing which I did point out to Gabe is it would have had a bit of substance to what he was saying if he had actually compared it to oh shit fingers to the scores of that week, like the high scores of the week, because if you take into consideration the top 4 scores, that's probably the best way of identifying Gabe's luck method. And luckily Tupac, the original stat man John, the guy who always used to bring all the good stats and charts to the group, he then stepped in and produced that chart for Gabe. And then in this chart, it looked like I was second of being the unluckiest person. So it's actually, factually, statistically proved Gabe wrong. That went from being the luckiest to the second unluckiest. So that was a real kick in the gooch for poor old Gabe. So I can't think if there was much more to cover. I wrote a couple of notes down what Gabe talked about. Well, I think one of the main things, right, that Gabe's also got to look into is it's not just a straightforward win, lose, how many points you get. People play tactically. So I don't know if Gabe doesn't do this, probably why he went from winning the league to being really shit the second 2 seasons, is I'll let you in a little secret how I do, so it'll affect my scoring. I'll pick my team, probably go all out attack for Saturday, try and get a good lead against my opponent. Then when Sunday and Monday fixtures, I then play defensively, counteract my team to counterbalance who I'm playing against. For example, this week, Plops had Laporte. He was on a 2 double game week, so I was like, fuck, I'm going to have to get something to counteract that. So I had to get John Stones. Who in the right mind ever gets John Stones? Everyone knows he scores shit. But with Laporte getting 1 clean sheet, and I got a goal, and then, you know, potentially another one today, I would have been out of sight, out of mind. So again, it doesn't really tell the full picture, Gabe. You've got to look at every single game on merit, and that's how I play, and that's why I'm top of the league. And I guess again, if you had any substance, you'd be looking at in terms of luck. I'd be like, right, okay. I mean, I am top of the league by 4 points, and to show you that it isn't just luck. At the end of the last game week, I was also the top point scorer, so I can't really do anything more than score as many points well above and beyond what everyone else scores, plus win all the games. So you can't really base me being top of the league on luck when I'm the best player. I go all out. I'm like Kevin Keegan's entertainers because I score the most points as well. So it's a bit difficult to see where Gabe's coming up with all this luck. But I do feel like I owe Gabe an apology, because what he's basically saying is that I am making my opponents play shit. I'm kind of like the Pep Guardiola of the league. I'm like Man City, pumping 9 past people because I can, and I'm not letting them score. So what Gabe's saying is, how Kyle, back off a bit, let your opponents score some more points. So Gabe, next time I play you, I'll probably only play 7 players, give you a helping hand, maybe give you some of my strikers to help you score a few more points, because I feel like it's really getting you. So I think that's what kind of he was getting at. So I do owe him an apology for that, for basically making all my opponents look dog shit. And after analysing all of Gabe's material twice, took a while, I came to the conclusion that the best bit of his whole video was on minutes. Did I write it down? I think it was between minutes 1.5 and 1:40, where he actually says the word deep piece of anal, and that was pretty much the only significant part of Gabe's whole 10-minute rant. So if I were you, Gabe, in future, when you're coming to post some, irrelevant stats, what I'd do is just talk more about the deep anal, because that is probably your most influential piece of your whole rant. But fucking hell, I lost the dog. That's me done. Gabe, I promised you had me word that I'd give you a response. I'm sorry I've proved you wrong. I didn't really want to embarrass you like this, but you brought it upon yourself, mate. Just try harder, and if you don't try harder, I'll try harder for you, so I'll try and get you some more points. Okay? Mwah.